Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley toured flood-affected residents in Mafeking, Mayaro with cabinet colleagues Rohan Sinanan, Edmund Dillon, Clarence Rambharat and Kazim, Hosein. They viewed firsthand the distress the flood resulting from persistent rains last week put on the residents. Ian Wason tells us more.
A community brought closer by the floods as they all rallied together. Charmaine Ramnanan was happy to be part of such a community as Mafeking. She said, while she expected the flood, she didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Yeah, so we ended up just scrambling to try to do things. I lost my voice because we lost our bed, we lost everything. The two beds, our TVs, the furniture, everything was just completely demolished. You know, it was just waterlogged and everything just came crashing down.
She then praised the members of her community.
That's the nice thing when a community rallies together, when the politicians hear the voice of the people, so that, you know, we are one. We are one people, one nation. And that's what it's all about. And sometimes it takes disasters like this to see the oneness in the people. You know, and I have to say, on behalf of the fellow villagers here, those guys, we don't even know who they were, but they just came in and they just knew it was women in that house. And they just helped us.
This television set was made useless by the flood waters that overflowed from the Ortoire River after persistent rains last week. Some of the yards remained submerged. The waters will not subside until the water level of the river drops. This gentleman, who has been marooned for 4 days, says his yard is usually the last to return to normal as the river runs just behind his home. This boat remains his and many other residents' sole means of receiving goods and supplies. Now, the Prime Minister and colleagues were in Mafeking to see the troubles of the residents firsthand. The residents were appreciative of the presence of the government ministers who, along with other government officials and members of the Defence Force, brought supplies and foodstuff. Speaking to the media, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley related an experience in Vega de Oropuch where the designated shelter was the first to be flooded. He stated residents were turned down by the security at the Civic Centre as an alternate shelter.
And I blame this on the ODPM because the ODPM should have put in place, when rain is not falling and when there is no flood, put in place arrangements so the community will know what where your shelters are. And people who work in those shelters ought to know that these areas are designated as shelters. And therefore it ought not to be where people come, having been flooded out, and come to a shelter to be told by a security guard that his boss didn't approve that and therefore they can't come in.
He promised changes will be made to the ODPM as an immediate review will take place. Ian Wason, C News.
Of course, that tour by the Prime Minister took place on Sunday. While Senator Clarence Rambharat has confirmed that several roadways that were at one time impassable due to flood waters are now open to vehicle traffic. The senator has been posting updates to his social media pages and at 9 a.m. confirmed that the Cedar Grove Road is passable by all vehicle types straight to the end. Updates were also posted concerning the Naparima Mayaro Road, Logwood Trace and Inner Mafeking. The senator explained that the water at the Ortoire River appeared to be 3 feet lower than on Sunday. The senator also confirmed that he would be in the Mayaro area distributing hampers to those affected.